water, shelter, those are the basic essentials of life. And as amazing as it sounds, some people struggle with them. This month, the focus is on housing. Stacy Cotton is here from Community Service Programs of West Alabama to tell me more about it. Stacy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Welcome.
Let's start out easy. Tell us a little bit about Community Service Programs. What do you guys do?
What we don't do. Community Service Programs is a community action agency, and we are visible in 8 counties where we just cater to the needs of the community. We administer the National Utility Assistance Program called LIHEAP. We administer the Head Start program. We have a housing division where we administer the weatherization program, as well as housing counseling and property management.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Fair Housing Act was something that started out under Kennedy, and it ended up finally being pushed through by Johnson some years later. And people know that it has historical significance, and it was a great step forward for civil rights, but they may not know exactly what it is and what it means. So what is fair housing?
Well, the Fair Housing Act was enacted 45 years ago in April 1968. And the purpose of the Fair Housing Act was to eliminate discrimination in housing, to create opportunities for everyone to have the choices of housing fairly. It prohibits discrimination against anyone based on race, religion, color, national origin, sex, family status, or disability.
Now, what is a way that a person could be discriminated against whenever it comes to housing? Can you tell, is it a situation to where, like, let's say somebody's a minority. Let's say I'm black. Let's pretend for a moment I'm black, as difficult as that might be. If I were to call up an apartment rental place here and say, hey, I want to come look at your place, and they're like, oh, we don't have any available, and then I drive by and I see, oh, come look, we've got rental units open for fall. That would be discrimination, right? It
would be discrimination, and a lot of people do test runs. Well, they'll have people to call. If that person thought they were being discriminated against, they could easily contact like our counseling agency, and they do test calls where you'd have somebody else that call in that maybe don't sound like a minority and see what the result they would get. But if the person feels like they've been discriminated against, there are avenues to have this fought against.
Now, what are you guys going to be doing this month during Fair Housing Month?
Well, we are we are hosting a homebuyers seminar coupled with our Creditors Asset Building campaign on April the 27th. And in this workshop, we will also be focused on fair housing and giving details of exactly what to look for in instances of being discriminated against.
There you go. Stacy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
You can find out more about Community Service Programs of West Alabama by calling 205-469-1018 or online at cspwal.com.